Hello everyone, welcome to the series of UPSC previous year's question discussion of ethics discipline. Already 7 questions we have discussed and this is the last question from the year 2013. As we have discussed earlier that in the last we will discuss the case studies. So let's read the question number 8. The question is like this. It is often said that politics and ethics do not go together. What is your opinion in this regard? Justify your answer with illustration. So, first of all, you have to focus that it is often said. It means this is a general conception that politics and ethics can't exist with each other. So, why this general conception? So, we know this general conception exists because political parties do some activities, they do some functions which are against the spirit of ethics. Ethics calls for the upliftment of human beings, the upliftment of a society as a whole. But in politics, we see generally that their actions are driven by the benefit of few people. For gaining their benefits, means are not important, only they focus on the ends. While ethics calls for that your means as well as your ends both are equally important. So we see generally in our web series, in our movies, in generally also that decisions are taken which are driven by the benefit of few people who are very influential. There is no transparency and ends are so important that any limit they can cross. For example, for a political party in these days, and even if we say in the past, that how you win election is not important. You have to win the election, that is more important. So basically the means are not important. And because of all these things, there is a general conception which have been developed, which is like that ethics and politics do not go together. This is generally said. This is general conception. So now you have to give your point of view that are you agree with this, that whether politics or ethics can coexist or they are some separate thing. So you have to tell in this. So basically understanding the question is also much important. Like we have drive our thesis also here. So let's go for the answer. The purpose of politics as well as ethics overlap, that is to bring good to the society. So basically the original purpose of politics is the well-being of every human being, upliftment of society as the ethics do. The main debates about this issue pertains to the choice of means that should be taken to pursue the ends. Obviously, the politics or the ethics will tell us that by which direction we should go, how we should take our decision, how the means as well as ends both are important. In this direction, it should be noted that politics without ethics is purposeless. Politics without an ethical base will become a method perpetuate the oppression and exploitation. So basically, if there is not ethics in the decision making body of a political party, or in all overall the politics, it will only be a way of doing oppression and exploitation of people. Because if in the absence of ethics, there will be no yardstick to check whether it is wrong or right, whether it is in the spirit of welfare of all people or it is only for few people. So politics, the general idea that we have today, which we have developed, the prejudice which we have developed because of the movies and web series and the general people's observation, this is not true. The main purpose, the theoretical purpose of politics as well as ethics, both the upliftment of all the people of the society, especially who are downtrodden and marginalized. But all these principles are not followed by the people, by the political parties. That's why this politics is generally known to be the dirty game of power, that it is only for the power, and for getting the power they will play any dirty game. No rules, no principles, no regulations will be followed, because only ends is something which only matter. It is only when politics is guided by an ethical framework good of the society is produced. Otherwise, politics will become what the people call dirty game of power. So yes, there should be an ethical framework to give a direction about the wrong and right. Gandhi also acknowledged the deep connection between the politics and ethics and imbibed a deep spiritual spirit in this conception of politics. So obviously, it was the Mahatma Gandhi who said that it is not only the ends but the means also important. It's not important how you do. It's not only important that how you do something, how you are managing the things, that is also important. Means as well as both are important. And he said that a deep spiritual spirit, there is a connection between the politics and ethics, and he imbibed a spiritual connection between the two. It means the politics is shallow without the ethical framework, whereas the politics of Hitler, which was devoid of any ethical ground, it was became example of oppression of inhuman conduct. So basically, why the Hitler politics was so unwell, or it was criticized, because there was no ethical framework, there was no yardstick, there was no benchmark which can be used to decide whether it is wrong or right. Anything he did anything what he wanted to achieve his goals, and this all became the oppression and exploitation of human beings. It shall be concluded that ethics and politics are intertwined at the foundations. Without the companionship of one, the other lose shape and force. So yes, both are intertwined with each other. Both are the soul of each other. And if even one is missing, if the ethics is missing, then politics is not for the or goodness of the society. It will only for the exploitation. It will be only for the oppression of the society. So ethics and politics go with each other if the original purpose has to be served, which is the welfare of the society. So this is our question number 8. We have completed it, and from the next time we will start the 2014 year previous year's questions of ethics. So thank you guys. Have a nice time.